slamming Trump's $100,000 H-1B fee hike. 20 U.S. states sue Trump administration. From California to Arizona and Hawaii. Illegal barrier to employers cited. What impact could this move have?
Ever since U.S. President Donald Trump took office for a second term as United States President in January this year, he has been engaged in legal tussles over his policies, particularly with Democrat states. A key immigration-related policy by his administration, the $100,000 H-1B fee hike, is set to be challenged in court by as many as 19 states, including California, New York, Illinois, and others. But why? And what does it mean for the economy? I'm Megha Sharma, and you're watching Explained by NewsX. In this episode, we will break it down that why are over 19 states suing Trump administration over $100,000 H-1B visa fee hike. Firstly, what's an H-1B visa? It's the golden ticket for highly skilled foreign workers to come to the United States for up to 6 years. Think Indian software developers at Google, Chinese researchers in biotech, or European engineers building EVs. Since 1990, it's fueled America's innovation edge. Last year alone, over 85,000 new visas went to tech giants like Microsoft and Amazon. The visas are commonly used in science and technology fields, but they also play a role in staffing hospitals, universities, and research institutions. But demand outstrips supply. Only 85,000 spots annually via a brutal lottery, and the fee historically low. A base $460 filing plus $500 for fraud prevention. Employers foot the bill, but it's a drop in the ocean for the big corporations. Enter Trump 2.0. Back in September 2025, just months after his inauguration, US President Trump announced a bombshell. A new $100,000 fee on every initial H-1B petition. That's over 200 times the old rate. No extensions or renewals, just fresh hires get hammered. US Department of Homeland Security called it an America First move to curb abuse and fund border security. Critics called it a talent killer. And now states are fighting back. But why are California and 19 other states suing the Trump administration? California and several other states are suing the Trump administration over its hiked $100,000 fee for any new applications for H-1B visas. They also contend that the dollar amount was set arbitrarily and exceeds the fee-setting authority afforded by the Congress. The H-1B program allows American employers to hire foreigners as employees for specialty occupations, according to the U.S. Department of Labor. The lawsuit stems from a policy announced by U.S. President Donald Trump in September 2025, which imposes a steep $100,000 fee on the new H-1B visa petitions. The temporary work visas that allow U.S. employers to hire highly skilled foreign workers in fields like technology, healthcare, and engineering, and this fee, which took effect in late November 2025, represents a dramatic increase from the previous $460 base filing fee, effectively pricing out many employers and exacerbating labor shortages in critical sectors. 20 Democratic-led states argue that the fee is not just economically harmful, but also illegal, as it bypasses Congress and violates administrative rule-making procedures. This is the third major legal challenge to the policy, following suits from the U.S. Chamber of Commerce and a coalition of unions and staffing agencies, but the first from the states representing a significant portion of the U.S. economy. Announcing the legal challenge to the Trump administration, California's Attorney General Rob Bonta wrote on X that Trump's unlawful new $100,000 H-1B visa fee could cause staffing shortages for teachers, physicians, researchers, nurses, and other vital workers, endangering California's ability to provide critical services. The new fee could create a costly barrier for employers, especially public sector and government employers trying to fill these positions. Now, which states are filing the lawsuit? Apart from California, other states that are suing the move include Massachusetts, Arizona, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Illinois, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota, Nevada, North Carolina, New Jersey, New York, Oregon, Rhode Island, Vermont, Washington, and Wisconsin. California's Attorney General Rob Bonta and Massachusetts counterpart Joy Campbell are leading the attorneys general of all the other states in filing the lawsuit. Department of Homeland Security applied the policy to H-1B petitions filed after September 21st and gave the Secretary of Homeland Security discretion to determine which applications are subject to the fee or qualify for exemptions. The states argue that the policy violates the Administrative Procedure Act and the U.S. Constitution by bypassing required rulemaking and exceeding congressional authority. They say fees tied to the H-1B visa program have historically been limited to the cost of administering the system. Employers filing initial H-1B petitions currently pay between $960 to $7,595 in combined regulatory and statutory fees. Under federal law, employers must certify that hiring H-1B workers will not adversely affect the wages or working conditions of U.S. workers. Congress caps most private sector H-1B visas at $65,000 annually, with an additional $20,000 reserved for applicants holding advanced degrees. Government and non-profit employers, including schools, universities, and hospitals, are generally exempt from the cap. The attorneys general say that the new fee would worsen staff shortages, particularly in education and healthcare. During the 2024-2025 school year, 74% of the U.S. school districts reported difficulty filling open positions, especially in special education, physical sciences, ESL, or bilingual education in foreign languages. Educators are the third largest occupational group among the H-1B visa holders. Healthcare providers also rely heavily on the program. Nearly 17,000 H-1B visas were issued for medicine and health occupations in fiscal year 2024, about half to the physicians and surgeons. The United States is projected to face a shortage of 86,000 physicians by 2036. So what is the argument of these states? The states' core claims are threefold. Number one, lack of statutory authority. The Department of Homeland Security under the Trump administration exceeded its powers by imposing the fee without explicit approval from the Congress. H-1B fees are governed by the Immigration and Nationality Act, which sets specific limits and requires legislative changes for major hikes. Number two, violation of Administrative Procedure Act. The policy was rolled out without the required public notice and comment period, denying stakeholders a chance to weigh in. This emergency implementation is seen as arbitrary and capricious. Number three, economic and public harm. The fee creates unnecessary and illegal financial burdens on the state governments and public employers who rely on H-1B workers to fill shortages, for instance, and projected 86,000 physician deficit by 2036 and gaps in tech and education. California alone estimates millions in added costs for schools and hospitals. Bonta has emphasized that no presidential administration can rewrite immigration law, framing it as an overreach that prioritizes restriction over economic needs. The states seek an injunction to halt the fee immediately, arguing it undermines America's competitiveness in global talent attraction. But why now? The fee kicked in November 1st. Early chaos led to hospitals delaying hires, universities scrambling for adjuncts. States say it's already costing millions. California alone pegs public sector hits at $50 million yearly. The administration said in a statement earlier this year that the number of foreign STEM workers in the United States has more than doubled between 2000 and 2019, increasing from 1.2 million to almost 2.5 million, while overall STEM employment has only increased 44.5% during the time. The Trump administration has sharpened its focus on the H-1B visa program as part of the broader immigration crackdown, signaling a tougher scrutiny, higher costs, and expanded data collection. The impact is magnified by structural bottlenecks. The H-1B cap remains frozen at 85,000 visas despite soaring demand, while Indians account for over 70% approvals. Even those who secure visas face decade-long green card backlogs due to per country limits. The Trump administration has argued that the policy is part of the larger efforts to streamline immigration to protect American workers. It says stricter measures are necessary to stop the misuse of the H-1B program. In all, the lawsuit reflects a widening feud between the state government and the federal government over immigration policy, with the states aiming to block the visa fee increase, which they say imperils public services, economic stability, and access to qualified foreign professionals.
Slamming Trump's $100,000 H-1B fee hike, 20 U.S. states sue Trump administration. From California to Arizona and Hawaii, illegal barrier to employers cited. What impact could this move have?